Christian McCollum, Irish Sports Daily, out here with a special ISD official visit episode, our first live episode with 2023 Massachusetts athlete Preston Zinter. Preston, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Now, Preston's probably the first 8th grader I got a look at ever and saw, man, that's a Power 5 prospect right there. I was checking him out at Athletic Evolution, checking out his brother Zak Zinter, who's currently a Michigan offensive lineman. I saw Preston, said, "Who's that?" Eric told me that's Preston, his little brother. He's in 8th grade, and I knew right then he was a Power 5 kid, and that's where we're at now. Preston, first of all, I mean, how long has this been a dream for you?
Since I could play football, seeing my dad play college football, and then now seeing my brother play college football, always had a dream of playing college football. Since the day I was playing football, so all my life.
All right. And, I mean, the recruiting process started early for you. When did you get your first offer?
End of my 8th grade year.
I mean, that's crazy. Who did that come from, and what was that like?
It came from URI. It was crazy. I went to a camp, not expecting to do anything, just to perform, get my name out there. And the camp tight ends coach pulled me aside and said an offer. It was crazy. All
right. So you got a sneak peek at the recruiting process with your brother going through it, Zach, who's now at Michigan. What was that like, kind of watching him from the side, seeing him go through everything?
It was definitely great to see him go through it first. It gave me a lot of insight on what the schools were looking for, how to perform, and like what to do to like impress the coaches. So it was great to see him. Great role model. I still look up to him today. All
right. What's some of the things that you think the coaches or schools look for that maybe you wouldn't know if you didn't have that opportunity?
I think personality is a huge thing. Like obviously the coaches watch you on the field, but character off the field is something huge that coaches look for. And if you don't have if you're cocky or not humble, the coaches might turn their head to you.
All right. And the offers continue to pour in, obviously, after your 8th grade year. Got offered by Notre Dame over the summer. How did that offer come about? Tell me about that.
My coach said I got to call Coach Freeman, talk to Coach Freeman for a little bit on the phone. He said I got an offer. It was a great conversation. Loved the dude. Still love them. We're building a great relationship right now.
All right. What was it about Notre Dame that you knew that made that offer such a big offer for you when it came?
Just Notre Dame, their whole culture. Notre Dame's football program, huge, always playoffs every year almost. They're powerhouse in the college football world. So getting that offer, I knew that was huge.
All right. Then you made it out there this summer. I made it out there twice actually. What were those visits like when you got out there? What did you want to see? What did you get to see?
I want to get out there, see the campus, meet the coaching staff, meet Coach Freeman because he was new there. It was great. Got to meet him, got to sit in his office, had a nice long conversation the first time. Second time went back for the barbecue. Got to get around all the players, which was huge. Meet the guys, see the culture there, just experience it all.
All right, and you'll be going back this weekend.
Yes, sir.
What are you hoping to see this weekend when you get back there for the USC game?
I'm hoping to see the atmosphere, how the crowd embraces the environment, how the guys embrace the environment, just to bring it all in and feel the atmosphere.
All right. And what other trips have you been to so far this fall?
I've been to Wisconsin for a Michigan game.
All right. And what was that like?
It was awesome. Got to experience that crowd. Crazy. Also got to watch my brother play for the first time, so it was a lot of fun.
I've talked to recruits that have been in that similar situation. What's that like when you're there as a guest of one school and you got a guy with the last name playing against them?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you got to keep it low, but nervous for my brother, but also rooting for Wisconsin a little bit here and there, so it was fun.
All right. Any other visits coming up after Notre Dame?
I'm going to Penn State for the Michigan game, then I'm going to Michigan for the Ohio State game.
Okay. And obviously, like you said, your brother's at Michigan. What's that like? I mean, is he trying to recruit you there? Is there like a sense of comfort at Michigan because you've been around the program or what?
I wouldn't say there's a comfort there. I mean, I've been out there, get him out with my brother being there, but he's not recruiting me. He wants me to do my own thing, make my own journey, and I'll have my own path.
Okay. And what's kind of your timeline? Are you thinking about trying to narrow things down after the season or what?
Yeah, so after the season, I hope to make a southern trip to see some southern schools, and after that, narrow it down to either like a top 10 or a top 5.
All right. And what are going to be the biggest factors for you when you're looking at narrowing the list down and ultimately making a decision?
Somewhere that has big-time football, great education, and then somewhere where I feel home, somewhere I can make an impact there. The coaches can build my football abilities and then also just become a man.
All right. Speaking of your football abilities, I mean, you can do a lot of different things. You play on both sides of the ball, multiple positions. What are these schools recruiting you to play?
They recruit me as an outside linebacker and like a hybrid tight end. So I like to play either one. So what school I fall in love with, whatever position I want to play, I'll play it.
Okay, so you don't have any sort of preference?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, Preston. Thanks a lot, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you.